these indicators are quite important in assessing the S&T potential of the country and even different sectors also. Coming to the survey outcomes, these are published routinely, and these are the broad 4 publications, starting with the research and development statistics, research and development at a glance, S&T indicators tables, and directory of R&D institutions. So these are all available on our website, that is www.nstmis-dst.org. I would request all of you to take out some time to visit this website or visit these publications, and maybe some of the indicators or some of the figures might be useful for preparing the strategy for your organization also. So this is the important and most important and quite commonly used presentation of the national R&D expenditure and its percentage with GDP. We can see our gross national expenditure, which is basically represented by the bars, is consistently rising, and Dr. Rabindra has already mentioned that over the last 10 years it has almost doubled or more than doubled. But if you see the share of this R&D investment with respect to our gross domestic products, then it is stagnant or maybe slightly going downward. That means the way our GDP is increasing, probably we are not able to push that much investment into research and development, and this is the area of concern. We all need to introspect and come out with some solution, because unless we do well or fare well in this GRD to GDP ratio, maybe we won't be able to compete globally. And with the current dynamics, how much challenge our industries or our country is facing because of the limitations or because of the restrictions of certain essential supply chains by different dominant players, and they all have probably attained through several years of dedicated investment into research and development within their countries. So this is one area where we need to think into. So we can see these are the statistics. Coming to this, this has been already touched upon by Dr. Rabindra, but I would like to elaborate. Here, this is showing the share of investment from different sectors by the government. I mean, investment into gross expenditure of R&D by the government, by the business enterprises, and by higher education and other sectors. If we see the bar which is representing India has the largest share, which is more than 50% coming from the government sector in comparison to all other countries which are much less than 50%. And if we go with the countries like China, Japan, Korea, and US, and here we can see 3 of these representative countries, China, Japan, and Korea, are from the Asian region, wherein Dr. Rabindra has already mentioned that how much dominance over the last few years Asia is doing on its investments into R&D. You can see these countries are investing even more than 75%, or the investment into R&D is coming from industries particularly, or the business enterprises. The share is even exceeding 75%, whereas in our country it is less than 40%. So this is one area where we need to again introspect, and although this figure 36.4% gives some insights, but there could be 2 different theories. One could be the contributions or the investments from investments into research and development from the industry is probably not adequate, and there could be another theory also that the industry is doing a lot of efforts in investing into R&D, but the reporting is not captured appropriately. Okay, but I would probably go with the second thought, that is, our industries are doing a lot of effort in investing into R&D, but we are not able to capture it appropriately. So here today, basically our main focus is to how we can enhance the participation of the industries, especially to share or to report actual figures or facts about their investments or how much manpower they have engaged into research and development, because these two indicators broadly will change the entire graph and entire presentations or reflections of India's position in the global research and development landscape. Fine. So this is another indicator wherein we can also see sector-wise how our industries are investing into R&D. Pharma is definitely the top player, which is almost having more than 30% share of total investment into research and development, followed by transportation and IT. Some years IT is dominating, some years transportation is dominating, followed by defense. However, if you go with defense, the majority of or the dominance in defense industries is from the public sector units rather than the private sector units, similarly other areas. Coming to this present survey, which is currently ongoing, that is National S&T Survey survey for 2024 and 25. This was launched during 2024 December, and almost we are in the 10th month of this survey since its launch. Currently, this survey is under progress, and here the data collected or data expected from all these R&D organizations is for 3 financial years. That is 2021-22, 22-23, and 23-24. Usually, we collect this data in a biennial cycle, but this cycle was slightly delayed at our end. That's why we tried to capture the 3 years data in one shot so that we can paste the match with the global economies also.